You didn't want to go out that night. Something made you go anyway. Maybe it was guilt. Maybe it was that feeling of not wanting to let people down. Or maybe some part of you knew. You arrived late. The kind of late that makes you think no one will notice. You stood just inside the doorway of that dimly lit place. Water still clinging to your coat, to your hair. The music was too loud. The air too warm. And everyone looked like they were part of something you weren't invited into. You thought about leaving, just turning back around and walking into the rain again. But then you saw me, sitting alone, at the far end of the bar, staring into a half-empty glass, wondering why I ever said yes. And then I looked up. I didn't mean to hold your gaze for that long. I just couldn't look away. You looked like you were somewhere else entirely. Like your body was there. But your mind, your heart, were still standing outside in the rain. You walked slowly, not toward me at first, just through the room, uncertain. And then you paused, right next to me. I could feel it. Your hesitation. The kind that makes your breath catch. But then you said it. Something simple. Something like, "Is this seat taken?" I said no. We didn't talk much at first. The kind of quiet where silence feels heavier than words. I offered you a sip of something warm. You declined. That changed your mind. You laughed, softly. That kind of laugh people only hear if they're sitting close enough. And I asked, "Did you want to be here tonight?" That soft unraveling of two strangers sharing a secret. We didn't want to be there, but we were. And we weren't alone anymore. You told me a little about your day. How loud the world had been lately, while the noise of the room faded behind the sound of our voices. I don't remember who leaned in first, but somehow we were closer, our knees brushing, our hands almost touching. The rain outside kept falling, and it felt like we were wrapped in it. You said, "This feels strange." The kind that makes you wonder what would have happened if you stayed home tonight. And I whispered back, "I'm glad you didn't." You smiled then. Kind of smile that doesn't just reach your lips. It warms your entire face. Our hands found each other. No rush. No need to explain. That gentle, undeniable pull. We sat like that, while the world continued without us. And for once, it was okay to be still, to be quiet. Long enough for the bartender to glance over, then look away with a small smile. Long enough for you to forget why you didn't want to be there in the first place. And I reached for your hand again. "Let me walk you out," I asked. You nodded. And we stepped outside together. The rain was softer now, gentle, almost shy, like lighting something sacred. We didn't say goodbye. Not really. You turned to me, eyes searching mine, and then with a breath that trembled just slightly, you kissed me. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, like a promise made without words. I held it. You did. I changed. We met on a rainy night when neither of us wanted to be there, and somehow that made it matter even more.